Okay guys, this is it. This is the big day I've been waiting for. I have with me a special package that arrived from the spares box. I'm really excited about this. This is for the great S15 and let's open her up, see what I got ordered. Alright. Might just lay something down in the boot. Alrighty. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, buddy. Look at that. Know what that is? Yeah. Oy. Yeah. That is number one. Oh yeah. What else have I got? Here we go. Go fast bits. This is the atomic boost controller, just a single stage manual bleed valve sort of style of boost controller. I brought this as a backup. Basically, I've got a Blitz EBC dual stage electronic, but I'm not sure if it's working correctly. It is an old one that someone gave me, so I fitted it up, but I'm not sure if it's working correctly. So I got this just to sort of check it against it. So that's cool. Whoa, yes, and Aeroflow braided line kit. So your oil and water. Ooh, nice. On my old 180SX, I had Earls. Earls are top, but I just couldn't justify spending the extra money when you can get something like this that'll do the job. You know, as long as you fit it correctly, should do the job just fine. So that's for the turbo. I haven't gonna open this bad boy up soon. What else have I got? I have here with me a Turbo Smart FPR fuel pressure regulator 1200. Good for 1200 horsepower apparently. Like this will ever make 1200 horsepower, but I just wanted to go one step up on it. So this is to replace the Tomei that I've got. The Tomei is not good for E85. It's not compatible apparently. The internal diaphragm is not good for the fuel. So before I go E85, which is the plan for this, hence why I've got the new FPR fuel pressure regulator. So let's open up, have a look. Alright, so it comes with a little bracket to mount it, little circlip there as well. Get a bracket, some really cool sticker. Don't know if you can see that. Add to the sticker collection. Yeah, here it is. Here's the bad boy. This one here. I've had Turbo Smart products before. I had a, back in the day, I had a dual port blow-off valve, which is actually quite cool because I could plumb it back and, or I could vent it to atmosphere. It came with both connections. And back then, the quality was good. That was probably 10 years ago now. So Turbo Smart's a pretty darn good brand. They have a good reputation. So I'm happy to use their products. That's what we got. Oh, look for the instructions. Look for the instructions directly online. Yeah, happy days. So that's that. Now I want to see. I might actually. I'll undo the GFB atomic boost controller just to show you. I actually had one of these on my old 180SX and it performed really well. Did the job. And before that, I actually had an El Cheapo handmade bleed valve, which was really common back in the day. It was only like, it was on forums, it was on S15 Silvia forums, it was only like $33 or something, and that worked well as well. But this one sort of I upgraded to at the recommendation of my tuner at the time. So real basic, it's just got an in and out. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Probably seen it before. Just has like an arrow for in and out, and the adjustments on top there, a little Allen key. So that's this is gonna come in handy definitely, just to check to make sure that I'm building boost correctly, because so far I've only gotten up to 10 psi, and I've set it to the highest setting on the electronic boost controller, and that's with the gain turned for the recommendation that I've looked up online. So I don't know really what's going on there. I've looked for boost leaks and I fixed one or two. Anyway, I'll have to sort of look into it. Hence why I've got this. I'm going to do another test, a few tests. But we're going to be changing turbos anyway. Alrighty. This is probably the most exciting part. This part here, opening up the turbo. So, a box in a box. What do we have? Yes, they do come separate. The compressor housing and the exhaust turbine housing, compressor wheel, turbine wheel, they do come separate. So it just comes in a box like that. That's one of them. I think this might be the exhaust. It's got a fair bit of weight to it. Some more bubble wrap. Yeah, this is definitely the compressor. Keep losing my knife, my little blade. Alright, so this is a GTX2867R, 0.64 rear housing. So I was actually looking at going back, you know, old school to about 10 years ago. GT2871R was the go. I didn't actually have one myself. I actually had the turbo sort of down from that, which was pretty much, at the time, I had the red top 2-litre SR20. So the S15 turbos were the go, the upgrade. You know, anyone who had an S13, S14, popular upgrade at the time was just get the ball bearing S15 turbo. So I think that's a GT2560 or 50. But yeah, so I had like, I think it was a 2560. And the most power I made with that was sort of 16 to 18 psi back in the day. 16 to 18 psi boost. It made 212 kilowatts at the wheels, so it was about 285 horsepower. But a lot of people make way more power than that these days. It seems like that's a pretty low number now. So with this, I am going sort of shooting for, I'd be really happy with sort of, yeah, 350, 360, even 370 horsepower at the wheels. That would be awesome. But I'm keeping stock bottom end. Ooh, this is nice. This is really nice. Here we go. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh, she's a beauty. She's a beauty, alright. Yeah, nice. I've got to show you. It is actually a small turbo. It is, like, looking at it, far out. It's kind of small than I think, but I want response. This is mainly going to be set up for drift. I want to drift in this, just occasionally for fun. So I want the response. I don't want, like, massive lag, especially because this is going to be street registered. So I don't want to be, you know, pulling off at a set of lights or something and just having to wait and, mind you, cars pass me. I want to have that response down low, sort of from 2000. Boost starts ramping up to 3,500 RPM. Sort of 3,800 RPM max. I want to be like full boost. So yeah, I'll just show you. Alright guys, this is it. This is the GTX 28 S15 So yeah, it just comes like that. It comes in 2 separate boxes. There you can see 0.60 AR compressor side, and it's got the anti-surge there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to fitting this. Hey, this is going to be so much fun. Just a bit of a look-see. So it comes like this normally, in 2 parts for this. All right, I'll show you this one. Now we've got to undo this one. So this is the exhaust housing. Let's undo this bad boy. So plan is to just get what I need for this stage upgrade. I want to register the car pretty soon, but I just want to run it. I just want to run sort of, well, with the stock turbo for a while, just for reliability, and see how she handles. Ooh, you get a gasket. Oh, that's awesome. Comes with a gasket too. I didn't even think you'd get a gasket. That's great. So yeah, that's the bad boy there. And you can see, oh no, I hope that, I don't think so. Is that 62? 0.62 or? Oh, no, 6.4 there. I was just getting confused by it. There's a number here that looked like 0.8, and I was like, no, I ordered the 0.64 housing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, boy. Okay. So that's it. Ooh, so shiny. Cannot wait to fit this. This is going to be unreal. So much fun. I'll just put that back in the box for now. So yeah, you get your gasket, some of these washer brackets, and the bolts. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Well, guys, that's the turbo. So guys, this is it again. Another shot. I've just taken it out of its wrapper. So yeah, 0.60 AR, anti-compressor surge housing, your oil drain, you got like oil feed, and you can see the restrictor in there. And yeah, that's the one I got.